Data Meeting 3, Determining Gaps and Goals by Lisa, Karen, Jill, and Rachel. Our exploratory question states, what instructional strategies can we integrate into all subject areas to help students successfully draw evidence from literary or informational text to support analysis, reflection, and research from the Florida State Standards? Our planning and process stated below. During week 7, we focused on Data Meeting 3, Determining Gaps and Goals. During the first part of the week, we individually analyzed our learning and instructional gaps. We also reviewed resources that we found during the week 6 to have additional resources to support our thoughts on how to proceed in our data action plan. We collected our thoughts in the Google Doc linked above and reviewed each other's information prior to our live meeting on Sunday, March 20th. Throughout the week, we also communicated via text message from morning to night to help us prepare for our data meeting on Sunday. Our data meeting number 3, Table 1, Part 1, is below. During our first meeting, all of the members successfully participated without any technological issues. We started by discussing Table 1 and connecting each learning gap to instructional gaps seen here. Since we identified 2 learning gaps in Data Meeting 2, we focused on supporting each of those learning gaps with our many instructional gaps, along with resources that helped us form an action plan. Here you see table number 1, where we found that all of our learning gaps connected back to our instructional gaps. Throughout our data meeting, we also referenced our original artifact tracking sheet to guide us in filling out table 1. Next, we focused on table 2, in which we developed SMART goals for each of our learning gaps. We wanted to ensure that the SMART goals were attainable, but also thinking that the assessments directly tied to our exploratory question. We focused on a variety of instructional practices and devices in order to suit the needs of all learners. We thought about our ELL, special education, gifted and talented students, and all. It is important to note that even though we focused on the FSA data, we continually kept in mind the cross-curricular aspects in the fact that we all teach different subjects. We've determined that all of our students would benefit from additional writing instruction, regardless of the content or grade level that we teach. In general, our third meeting went very well. Our communication remained strong, and we were prepared going into the dating meeting on Sunday. Since we all provided input into the Google Docs and research resources ahead of time, we were able to jump right into the meeting Sunday morning. Many of the members in our group were very familiar with analyzing data on a daily basis, so the meeting flew very nicely. One weakness is that we didn't anticipate how long the data meeting would be, since we were not entirely clear about the outcomes and demands required in this data meeting. In anticipation for Data Meeting 4, we will begin documenting our thoughts for a plan of action. As stated in Vendables, page 60, between Data Meetings 3 and 4, we will each begin to research new strategies and assignments in order to further develop instruction that will begin to close the identified learning and instructional gaps.